Hello and welcome back to the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK. My name is Yazmin and I will be the DM.
Hi, my name's Colin and I play Cuin de Greymont, a Paladin from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Spencer. I play Cadeaux Chasseur, a Cleric also from Gavany.
Hi, I'm Brian and I play Ogvar Surefort, a ranger from Kessig.
Hi, my name is Samantha and I play Elora Greyvale, a Sorcerer from Nephalia.
Here's the housekeeping bit for today. Following on from last week, we have a few more of our Twitterverse friends that we would like to thank. All are creators within the TTRPG community, so we recommend you go check them out on their Twitter feeds or pick up their links in the bio to this episode. At Trials of Bren, at Hey Blue Goblin, at Relic of the Past. Now, on with this week's episode. Thus far, the team's impressions of Ironfort have proven to be positive. After a bit of blacksmith business and some tattle of troll trouble with the town guards, our companions have made a beeline for the Leaping Lion Inn. With second helpings of soup and a few drinks down, everyone headed up to their rooms in search of some quality, uninterrupted sleep in super plush surroundings. Episode 49, For Whom the Bell Trolls.
Right, okay, so you've all healed up. Okay. So you've had an uninterrupted night. There's been no commotion which woke you up, or nothing woke you up at least. And you all wake up in the morning. I take it you all kind of get ready. You've done your prayers and chosen your spells, Spencer.
Yes.
Yep, okay. So you all wake up, go downstairs. I'm assuming you're going to sort out breakfast.
Yeah, Laura's had a wash and everything.
Yep, okay, so you have your morning breakfast. It's quite early that you wake up. It's probably about 5:30 maybe that you wake up.
She's putting on her perfume as well, because she's wearing very fine clothing and she's... Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back in my armour.
Yep, so all good.
The dirt on Ogvar's boots is dried and it's all in the bed now, so he just
Oh.
puts the sheets back over it.
Yeah, no one ever noticed. It might be the first time you've gone to bed and got up in the morning and still had your bat.
I don't know, I haven't seen whether he's there. I opened the window for him to go out.
You did open the window, that's true.
He's probably had a great time in a mean jacuzzi somewhere.
God.
He's just gently stewing. Okay, so your total stay has cost you 16 gold and 15 copper.
Okay, so I'm going to pass it over out of...
Oh, that's soup.
So it was 16 gold.
Yep, 15 copper. So you have your... Oh, you're having breakfast as well, aren't you?
Okay, yeah.
So that's another... Sorry, so that's 18 gold, 5 silver, 15 copper. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, because it's not the guild, we don't get any concessions here.
Nope.
Right, but we did get the yummy bread.
Okay.
Don't normally get that at the guild.
So you've had a very nice breakfast. It's quite a... yeah, it's probably like eggs and toast and maybe a bit of bacon on the side. Yep, so you've had your breakfast, you've paid your tab. What
Yes.
are you doing?
Did you want to visit the bakery?
Oh, it's, I mean, we could do, but more importantly, what are we going to decide about this troll?
Bless you.
Is Leopold down having breakfast?
50% chance. High or low?
Let's go low.
It's high. He is not. You can't see him in the in.
I bet last night we didn't agree what time we were leaving in the morning, did we?
Can we stick our head out the door and see whether the carts are still outside?
Yep, okay. You stick your head out the door and carts are still there. He hasn't left, but you can't see anybody out there.
Okay.
So,
I mean, when I say anybody, I mean like Ricky and
That
Yeah.
we'd expect.
Yeah.
Do we know if they've been out there? Are the horses attached to the carts, or are they still off in the stables somewhere? Because they won't have left them attached to the carts all night.
No, the horses are. You're looking. Oh, yeah. No, horses are not attached to the cart.
We've got a bit of time then.
Well, yeah, guys, the horses are obviously still in the stables wherever they've put those, so they've not been down yet. It's going to take them a while to get all of that, and they've got to pick up some cargo, so we've got a bit of time. It's early.
You will know that they picked up the cargo the night before.
Yeah, they did that last
sorry.
night,
Yeah.
didn't they? Well, he sent them off to do it while we were having our chin
Okay,
wag.
all right. Crack on that one then. What time do the shops open around here? I mean,
You don't know.
we don't know.
You could assume the bakery would be open early though if you wanted to go to the bakery because it is a bakery.
Having stuck our head out the door, how much life and activity is there? Does it look like the town is starting to wake up and bustle?
Yeah, I mean, where you are on the map, you're right there. The front entrance is like there. There you
Okay,
go,
yeah.
there. And the bakery is over there.
Oh, so the bakery's on the square.
Yeah, it's on the square. It's on the square, but you do have like quite a good line of sight over. You can see that the bakery is actually open at this time in the morning, and there are a couple of people bustling in and out. The girl who served you at the bar last night, Elora, you can see her shuffling in and out, taking a couple of armfuls and basketfuls of loaves. So you can assume she's probably stocking up.
Elora's gonna. Somebody got a piece of paper. I need a piece of paper. I know I've got one.
Yeah, here you go.
It's alright, I've got one. Elora's gonna just double back and go and speak to the girl. Just intercept her as she's going into the kitchen or something, and just say, "Can I have a quick word? I have a question. We'll be leaving Ironfort at some point today.
Okay, yes.
But I just wondered if you could tell me, and I'm just going to do a note at this point that I'm going to pass to the DM.
Naughty notes.
Yeah.
I don't like how much she's writing.
That's a lot more words than armour for my handbag.
I'm gonna ask the girl privately. I'm looking for somewhere specific, and asking her if there is a location in town.
Yeah, she.
Because not every town has a sex dungeon.
Yeah.
3 streets down, 1 turn to the left, down the basement. There you go.
I'm not back to. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I don't think we do. We're not really big enough to have one of those here. I'm very sorry.
No, that's okay. I just thought I'd
Make it
check.
clear I'm not referring to a sex dungeon.
Small town, everybody knowed everybody, and
Yeah.
That's okay. That's not a problem. I just thought I'd ask. You never know when you find these places. You know, sometimes they're tucked in out of the way towns and things.
Yes. I mean, we're not really big enough for that kind of
No,
thing.
that's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
So I'm going to return to the others. Go back
So-
outside.
How's that bread that you put in your bag? Is it?
Well, I haven't looked at it. I was going to give it a few days to see how it's fared.
Yeah, we won't be here in a few days, so if you want to buy some, will we?
Well, no. I don't suppose bread's very expensive if you want to buy a bit of a stock of it and see how it goes. And if it doesn't last, well, we'll just use it anyway, won't we?
It was good stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
okay. So go over and to the baker and ask.
Okay, so as you approach the bakery, it's across the square from you, like diagonally opposite. And you approach the bakery, you have the wonderful scent of baking bread and pastries wafting out of the door, filling the street with
smell
this
that.
scent. The bakery itself, in kind of like the early morning gloom, because it's not quite bright yet, it is like a beacon of shining light. It is glowing gold almost with the heat from the ovens and the candles. which they're using to light the rooms. And as you approach, you can see like their display units, and you've got iron bread in there, and there is also a wide array of pastries, and they are beautiful, beautifully made pastries. You've got what looks like croissants with beautiful golden glaze on top. Some of them have got like almost, you can imagine, sugar with cracked like ice effects, and they've called them ice wraps and stuff like that.
Oh, that smells amazing. Oh, guys, get shuffling in through the doors, guys. I think I can see some really nice stuff there.
There's a lot of sweet stuff, a lot of like fresh muffins. You can see like a little sign saying fresh blueberry muffins, and they're literally bursting with blue out the top where you've got fresh berries. And then there's like a savoury section, and you can see like a sausage roll, what appears to be a sausage roll, and it's like the pastry on it, it's just beautifully woven and interlaced with each other, like shining with golden. You can see the sausages, like the sausage meat is just...
Do they have a steak bake or a chicken and mushroom slice?
They also have a half lukewarm piece of pizza.
Yeah, yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
It's randomly rectangular.
It is like a glorified Greggs. It is like a gourmet Greggs.
Do you get a collection card with stamps?
Well, what do you reckon? Get another 3 of those loaf buns.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pastries, guys. Pastries, don't see those very often. I don't get a chance for this sort of thing.
Any kind of pastry you can imagine, they sell. Like
How much are the sausage rolls?
Breads, they're about 6 silver a piece.
6 silver a piece?
Sorry, 6 copper a piece, sorry.
We've just had breakfast, people.
Yeah, but I'm thinking lunch.
I'm thinking the next week.
We came in to buy some of that lovely iron bread.
Yeah, I already
for
said
for
get
our
another
rations.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving without any of the pastries.
Well, by all means, crack on.
Right.
What do you reckon? Should
We
we
found
get...
a shop she likes.
Literally any kind of pastry or baked good you can imagine, they have it here.
Oh,
And they've all got these like really kind of fantastical names. Like, although they look like sausage rolls, they're not called sausage rolls. Just trying to think what else they could be called. They've just generally got fantastical names, like things which are iced have been iced into patterns to look like snow or like fire. They're really kind of creative.
This guy's wasted in a small town like this, isn't he?
I'll take a gold piece of mixed savoury and sweet pastries, please. A gold piece worth. Just bag them up. You pick them.
That's 100.
What?
No, they're not all worth a copper piece.
No, I mean 100, so that's... If you're talking 6,
You're going to get a lot of pastries.
yeah. When you're talking to 10,
Hey, it's her money.
10, 16.
Let's take an average. They're going to be about 4 copper pieces each.
Oh, right.
That's a
Just
lot.
so just the 25 pastries you're buying.
25?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's a week's worth. There you go.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so it's you get a mixed bunch in there.
I think you've got all of them.
You get wolf bread. There's like little loaves of bread made in the shape, like soft, squidgy loaves of bread made in the shape of wolves, and
Cool.
got like almost like a sweet filling inside of them.
Alora's eyes are lighting up as she's putting these into. Is it into like a little sack or something that she's putting them into for me?
There's a young lad behind the counter just popping them into boxes and little collection boxes.
Yeah.
You've got almost like a it's almost like a almost translucent bread. It's very odd looking. It's almost translucent. It looks square like a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
And on the inside you can see like little bits of like fruit floating around.
What we've got here is a cross between Greg's and Patisserie Valerie, isn't it?
It's like Druckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head chef's called Heston.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Elora's really. This is set her morning off really nicely. It's still dark outside at this time, isn't it? So
Yeah,
obviously-
it's like half gloomy.
Yeah, this is really set her. smelling in this, and literally she's salivating at the look and the thought of all this food. And just for the podcast listeners, I am actually on diet, so this is really good for me. So I am.
Are we going to come back next episode? Are we?
Cram my imaginary face on this lot.
Each week we now have to find some sort of patisserie.
Oh yeah. If this is how I'm going to get my fix, I can live with that.
So we've got 3 loaves of bread and she's got 25 pastries.
Oh, I have got some of that bread though, stuck away in Orland, haven't I?
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot there. There's saber-toothed tiger bread. I'm having fun if you can't tell.
Saber-toothed tiger bread.
Okay, so
Okay.
are you all done shopping in the Fantasy Gregs?
Elora's clutching her pile of boxes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, everyone good?
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave the Fantasy Gregs, and you leave this kind of smell.
Do we have to pull Elora out? Does she like to do that? Hold on to the door frame.
Go with the
Pulling her
door.
by her legs.
Well, I mean, you might have to be like squeezing her through the door frame soon.
Roll her out!
Don't squash the boxes. No, don't squash. Mind the pastries.
You're going to put all of those in Orland, are you?
No, I'm going to put them in my belly. And if you're really good, I might share some. How about that, guys?
Somebody needs to tell Leopold there's going to be extra weight in the last wagon.
Have to put some counterweights on the front.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna. So what are we gonna do about this troll? Are we gonna go and have a look? See what we can see?
Well, they haven't surfaced yet. I'm going to put these pastries somewhere safe. Have we actually checked out the rooms? I think we have, because we paid. Have we paid the bill?
Yeah,
we
we
did,
paid the
right,
bill.
okay.
Elora, you can make me a wisdom roll.
On how many I can eat before I'm sick?
No, that'd be a constitution.
Oh.
You might want to called it a thickness roll.
That was a 2 minus 1. That's a whole 1 I've rolled there.
So it's not a nat one.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I'm just going to remind you of something here, because I was trying to see if you would remember it on your own, but I'm just going to remind you here that Orland has the ability to preserve whatever's put in him
Oh no, I didn't remember
at
that.
temperature.
I didn't. At temperature.
Ah,
Really?
Perfectly
I
preserved.
didn't know
Spatial
that.
preserve.
it's like a walk-in fridge.
Did we know that?
No, okay.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
did.
remember. Really?
Yeah, he explained it to you, and he explained that, he wouldn't be any heavier than normal.
He's a clever little bag, isn't he?
Yeah, I just didn't realise it was a temperature thing, like a preservation thing. I knew you couldn't, like...
It's just weight in it. Out
Yeah,
of
I
time.
thought it was just weight, but I didn't realise
No,
it
it puts it into like stasis.
That's a point
okay,
of it.
alright, thank you. Right,
Do we know what the effect of putting a living thing in Orland is?
Bad
he
for the
won't
living
let you,
thing.
I don't think.
He might.
Oh, God. Right, so Elora's just remembered she can preserve things in Orland. Orland, wake up. Orland, this is really important.
What?
Right, I've got something I've just bought something really special, and I'm really excited about it. But it's a number of boxes. Do you mind just storing it for me and looking after it, preserve it, because it will degrade.
Right, hope yes, ma'am. Blech.
Thank you. So I'm just posting these boxes in, however many there are.
Yep.
And then now she's going to be very happy and look very satisfied with her morning.
Yep.
And it's barely 6
Okay.
a.m, so she's happy.
We're basically now a mobile pastry shop.
No, correction. I'm a mobile pastry shop.
Right,
Is there any movement back at the wagons?
Okay, so you've been in the Ironbake's bakery for quite a decent amount of time while she's been drooling over their display cases. And by the time you come out, you can see that it's lightened up a bit. There's a bit more natural light filtering in. It's still quite gloomy and quite foggy, but you can actually see that Ricky and Jeff are up. You can see Ricky and Jeff. You don't know about the others. You'd assume they'd be up as well, but you can see Ricky and Jeff starting to get the horses ready to go. And everyone make me a spot check.
That's a 16 all in from Elora.
That's a 15 all in.
Okay.
13 all in for me.
Cuin.
Nat 1 for Ogvar.
Okay. Everybody over 15, you notice that the 3 scraggly ponies which you'd managed to capture, they have now disappeared. You don't know where they've gone. They're just no longer near the carriages or the horses.
It's
Okay.
okay, we did have chicken and leek soup or whatever it was, potato and leek.
Potato and leek. Ogvar, with a natural 1, Murdoch drops a crumb of something into your eye.
Oh, very unpleasant. So, you've been going to that iron bread again? Oh, it's bringing back memories.
I wonder where those 3 horses are.
I bet the lads have sold them.
They're probably on tonight's menu.
Oh, right, okay.
We weren't going to do anything with them, were we?
Well, they
Yeah.
weren't the prettiest horses. I mean, they weren't the finest, were they?
I tell you what, though, we could find out from the lads what time Leopold's planning on leaving, and that way we know if we've got any time to go troll hunting.
Well, maybe we could just take a look. You know, if they're not planning to leave for a few hours, maybe we could just go have a look.
Yeah, well, let's go ask. Let's go ask what time they're planning on going.
Okay.
So we'll ask them roughly how long they're going to be before they leave.
Okay.
What was their names again?
Ricky and Jeff.
Ricky and Jeff,
Uh,
middle wagon crew.
Ricky, Jeff, how much longer before we're off?
Oh, hello, mate. How are you doing? Don't know. Boss man says probably about 7:30.
Okay.
Well, that only gives us about an hour and a half.
Well, should be. We could have at least scout round, and I mean, according to Ogvar, he said that it wouldn't be that far from town.
Well, hang on. We came in the north gate.
South Gate.
We
South-
came in the south gate, so we're going to be leaving via the north gate, presumably. Does it go out to the north? Or where's the
No, you came in through the eastern gate.
Oh,
Did we?
God.
Oh, sorry.
Right, so we came in through the east gate, so I'm assuming the road goes straight through. Does it go out the...
Yeah, the road goes straight through. It goes out the west over the river.
Right, okay, so we're going to be travelling that way anyway, so why don't we go back out the way we came in and have a look that side?
Yeah.
Because when we leave, we're going out the other side, so just...
We could have a look at where Ogvar saw the flattened earth.
Yeah,
And there was the moat, wasn't there, with a bridge? Under the bridge, perhaps?
Well,
Well,
very traditional.
I'm
Well-
pretty sure that's just a fairy story.
Okay.
it's a place to start, and maybe I can pick up some tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay. Up already.
Should we leave a note for Leopold just so he knows what we're doing?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Oh,
Well, the
don't
guys
worry,
are too.
mate. Don't worry. I'll let him know.
Yeah, we will be back, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
Hopefully.
Just want to make sure that we, if we can see this troll before we go out through the north gate. Don't really want to be attacked on the road by a troll.
No, that might be less than good, I suppose.
We're just going to go out and have a look. If for any reason we don't come back, and we're not back by about... What time? 7:30.
Awesome.
If we're not back by about 7:30, then there's something wrong. So
Alright,
if Leopold wants to leave without us, he can, or we can hang around and we'll try and extract ourselves from whatever's going on.
Okay, no worries. Let him know.
Otherwise, we will definitely be here to... We're on a contract. We will look after the carriages.
Okay, well, I'll see you in a bit then.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell you what, if we're not back by 7:30, we could always send them a bat or a bird to let them know we're on our way.
Yeah. You'll know somebody, one of the familiars or the companions will come, and if you see them, we've got problems.
Alrighty, okay.
Okay. So we're going to head back out the
East
east
gate.
gate over the bridge
Okay.
to
To
the
where we
area,
saw the tracks.
the area that Ogvar noticed.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
going to no, carry on.
So, tracking Ogvar.
Oh, yes, I'd certainly try and find some tracks.
Yep. Roll me a survival or tracking, sorry. Yep.
Tracking, yeah.
I'm guessing in open country we'd get plenty of warning of seeing a troll.
But it's still quite gloomy.
Is it?
But
Okay.
yeah, you should.
25.
Yeah, with a 25, you can see that there appears to be there are no new tracks at all. You can't see any more damage to the surrounding areas. They just maybe look a day or two old now. Just some muddy tracks leading from the main road in back away.
There's certainly a direction to follow.
It's less of a direction because you start looking around them and you can just see it's been wandering kind of aimlessly.
Okay.
But they do tend to kind of lead out towards the kind of left-hand side, going around the left-hand side of Ironfort.
Okay. There's obviously nothing new from what we saw yesterday, because obviously we all had a peaceful night's sleep. But the track pattern seems quite random, almost like he doesn't know quite where he wants to be. But he's definitely heading over that direction. I suggest we follow it that way.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna. Okay. So forward then, I suppose.
I would
Can't-
suggest.
Can't see any harm in following it around the town walls. If we end up at the west gate, we can always come back in that way, can't we?
Oh yes.
Yeah, let's just skirt round the outside of the town. It's a
Okay.
bit of a walk, but yeah.
So you start walking around the outside the town. You can see that as you come round, the moat does indeed go all the way over the town. And as you kind of come around the left-hand side, there is another gate there, a south gate. It looks a little smaller, a little more ramshackle, a bit more run down. It's in not such a great state of repair, but the bridge there is made of stone rather than wood. It looks like an older, like a pre-existing part of this area. And perhaps they've kind of expanded more and built more of this moat around. And yes,
Is it still half? Is it like half light now, or is it still quite dark?
you can see where you're going perfectly
okay.
fine. It's just kind of gloomy.
Okay.
So this bit looks like it was older. The newer kind of oak bridge looks like it's been a recent addition.
Right.
In terms of a more recent addition. So, passing by the southern gate, you don't really see anything. There's a couple of guards stood on the bridge. They kind of tip their hats to you and kind of huddle deeper into cloaks and whatnot.
Okay.
But they don't really pay much attention to you. There are kind of braziers burning on the bridge. They're obviously on the lookout for this troll.
Does anybody know anything about troll lairs? Where do they build their lairs in land like this? I mean, I was joking earlier, but is it under a stone bridge the kind of place they're gonna?
Well,
Or are they live in caves or?
Or probably more in a cave, I'd imagine.
That seems to make. I mean, I don't know much about trolls, but I would say logically, probably in a cave. It's
Yeah.
going to be needing to be somewhere quite large to accommodate them, isn't it? Because they're not small things.
Well, we can all keep an eye out. We'll follow Ogvar, following the tracks.
I shall do my best to continue to follow them.
Elora's going to rouse Rowan and just make sure that he's out of his house on her side and just hanging on a cloak or something.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you as you're kind of you do notice there are some more tracks around this kind of entrance here, but they are even older than the ones
Okay.
at the eastern entrance.
Okay.
They're a little more kind of settled in, washed out. They're not as prominent.
Could I use Murdoch to scout?
Yes. Do you also want to train him at the same time?
Yeah, we can do. We can use it as a
Okay.
train activity.
So you're going to send him off. Make me animal handling checks.
Okay.
The relevant modifiers.
Will be 19 all in.
Yep. Okay. Trying to go. Okay. So, what are you asking him to scout for?
Any signs of a troll? Any large beings?
Okay. So, Murdoch, you've done this. He said, "Troll!"
Just big, tall, like more than me.
He flies over and taps Cuin's helmet.
Bigger still. Bigger still.
And he takes flight. And you don't see him for a couple more minutes, for several minutes in fact. You carry on walking while you're waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. But wake our way around to the gate, yeah.
So you carry on walking, and it's probably been about 10 minutes when Murdoch returns. And he flies down, he goes, "Ah, river!
Did you see a troll?
Ah."
Oh, I take that as a possible yes. Seems he may have seen something down by the river. It's told him to look for a troll, and he says river, so...
Yes, well, we can get ready.
Should we endeavour to have a look?
Yes, I think it might be wise just to view it, if nothing else.
Yes, I think so. Elora, are you in agreement?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can send Rowan out, but if that's any help.
By all means.
Yeah, I'm going to send Rowan off in the direction of the river, but I'm going to ask him to stay within... Well, he can locate and notice creatures within 20 feet, so I'm going to send him off in the party's immediate area.
Yeah. To get to the river, it's probably going to take you about 20 minutes to get down to the riverbank where Murdoch's flown from.
Okay.
Can I do a spot check, see if I can see anything?
Yeah, okay, roll spot check.
No, apparently not. That's a 6 all in.
Okay. No, all you can see is kind of like fields, furrows, crop in the fields. You can hear the river a short way off. You can hear the river, and that's really it.
Are we lying abreast? How are we doing this walking through the field? Are we?
Yeah.
That was like kind of semaphore.
Okay, well,
Are we walking,
Are we
walking
are
side
we-
by
are we-
side, side by side, or in a line? Because we.
I don't know, I'm just walking.
I hadn't really given much thought.
No, I mean,
No, we're just
I'm just
going.
walking.
I mean, yeah.
Because if we've got a wide front, we're going to see more, aren't we? Than if we're.
Like they
That's
do
all
the
I
old-
was thinking.
Like they
If
do
we're
when
looking for something, we probably need to spread out a bit rather than. And apply a little bit of thought about how we look for
Well, it's
this
a bit
thing,
irrelevant for me because I can't see a bloody thing anyway.
rather than
6.
just bimble into it.
And mine depends on me. Me.
Well, you're clanking along like the Tin Man anyway, aren't you? So we're not going to surprise whatever it is we're going to find. But I'm
Surprise!
just-
Yeah, but if it's by a running river, we might do.
I mean, we are specifically looking for what we think is a troll.
Yeah, gonna check.
And all we know about it is that he's told us they're bloody horrible.
It won't be a problem if he
Big.
falls in.
Big
Big.
and horrible. Wipe out whole villages sort of thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, we just keep checking, see if we can find any tracks, because we haven't seen any yet, have we? Not that I know.
Well,
of.
apart from we saw the flattened stuff in the
Yeah,
field.
but that was
didn't we?
just
But that was a
back
field a
there,
while
though, wasn't
back.
it?
Yeah, we haven't seen anything
No,
locally.
you were kind of tracking this troll's footprints for a while.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's Ogvar was actually tracking it,
Oh, good. We've got to a point we remember now.
so we remember where we were.
Okay.
So are we spreading out, or are we? I just think we need some sort of plan of attack.
I'd say a triangle.
Fine.
4-sided one.
So who are we putting at the front? Who are we putting on point?
Well, I'll go point, or whoever's got the best, or Ryan with his tracking
yeah.
skills, or
Yeah, so we probably need you up front for tracking.
Okay, I'll see if I can find any more tracks.
Okay.
Can I do
Should
it?
we have things notched, ready?
Roll tracking then.
You can guess what that is, can't you?
Have you found your feet? Have you?
It's one less than 2.
God. It's going to be one of those mornings,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I should have used my other dice.
When you say 6 all in, what was yours naturally?
3.
Oh, it's going well this morning.
So as you're walking, you're paying attention to the ground, trying to track and focus on the ground. It's quite muddy earth, it's been worked, it's farmed. And as you're walking, you're paying so close attention to the ground that you're kind of leaning over, looking at the ground, that you trip over a furrow and land on your face.
I say, you all right there, Ogvar?
Oh, no. Bashed my nose on the floor.
Oh, I thought you were checking the ground. Okay.
No,
See,
I did check and it does hurt.
Well, I must be honest. I thought he was maybe trying to scent track or something.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, there's an idea. The dog might be
Yeah,
able
but
to,
maybe.
the dog might be able to scent track
Yeah,
it.
maybe Pickle can track something.
Yeah.
It's where to go.
Would he be able to pick up a scent?
Have you got any kind of scent for him to trap?
No.
Have we had any footprints? How smelly are trolls?
Oh.
Pair of troll pants.
Yeah, their Florence is pilfered.
That's why they got the skidders.
Oh.
Well, we went straight there, didn't we?
I suppose until we actually find a troll track, we won't be able to give the dog any sort of scent to what it is. Okay.
No. Well,
Onward and upward then.
Just carry on in the general direction of the river, I presume.
okay, no problem. What?
Okay, so can we clear the board, please?
I'll take the biscuits.
I'm sure you will.
No, actually, I'm not allowed them, so it's fine. Elora will
You can
guard
smell
them.
them though, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you walk for about another 5 minutes, let's say, and you can all make me a spot check.
Oh no. Oh shit.
That's really going well over there, isn't it?
Oh, it was tremendous.
Change your dice over there, or your perhaps it might actually be the
21.
21,
17.
15.
15.
And that's another 6 all in.
Oh, wow, we're going for the big rolls today.
Woo!
Okay, so everyone apart from Elora can all see a ramshackle, run-down barn building. It looks like a kind of a storage unit, perhaps, which one of the farmers uses for storing grain, crops, tools. Yeah, it just looks like a very old, battered barn. It's half the tiles are missing. There's kind of trailing weeds coming off the guttering or where the edge of the roof is. There are panels of wood missing. It looks like half collapsed, dilapidated. It's old. Cuin, as you're looking at it, you think, just slightly, you can see something moving in through one of the gaps in the planks.
Just for the purposes, is it open-fronted? Is it like an open-fronted? But I know I didn't roll the correct spot check for that. But is it
Yeah,
open-fronted?
kind of from the
or-
angle you are, you can tell that it's open at the front.
Okay.
It's got a bit of a sag on the roof as it's kind of got a little support in the middle.
Well, I think I can see something moving in there. I don't know if it's an animal. I wouldn't put an animal in it. So
Moving in where?
in that barn,
What barn? Oh,
that great big thing there.
but you know what? I didn't notice it.
Are you sure you haven't got my helmet on?
No, definitely not. I guess I was just looking at the ground a bit. Sorry, guys.
Is there anything between us and the barn? Is there any features, any...
No, apart from just a bit of scrubland, a bit of farmland, which is it's not currently in use. It doesn't look like there's any live crops in there.
Okay.
You can maybe think that the farmers have let it rest this year. The ground is kind of soft, a little muddy, but other than that, it's just fairly weedy.
Okay.
Obviously claiming that EU set aside.
What's the EU?
Single farm supplement.
Okay,
I would just say maybe we should investigate. Because I wouldn't think there was an animal in there. It might be trolley troll or somebody up to no good.
Well, if the ground's a bit muddy, are there any tracks? Can anybody see any tracks? It's not my thing really. Ogvar, can you see any tracks anywhere?
I'll certainly have a look.
Yeah. Roll to have that.
Roll tracking.
Yep.
That would be a 17.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
more like it.
So, with the state of the earth around here, you can see that there are very large swathes of trodden down kind of ground to the point where it's almost kind of flattened the ground.
Okay.
And larger this amount of area, you can maybe say that looking at this ground where you're stood now, the reason why it's so kind of flat and smooth and it isn't still a forest is possibly because something has been wandering around this area
Okay.
quite frequently.
Well, this is definitely some tracks of something rather large. It seems to spend quite a lot of time here, sorry. guessing maybe it's a abode.
Elora would like to cast resistance on herself at this stage.
Okay.
She's feeling a bit twitchy.
Well, suppose you better go have a look. I'll go forward a bit more. You just keep your arrows and bolts, or whatever, on the ready.
I think I might cast aid on myself
Okay.
as one of my domain spells, which gives me +1 attack rolls, +1 against fear, and 1d8 +1 per level temporary hit points.
Okay, so if you want to roll that.
So that's a 6
5.
+5, so 11 temporary hit points.
Okay, so pop that one onto your sheet, make a note of that.
Just for the record, resistance gives me a bonus for the next minute.
Okay.
Right, let's plod on.
Okay, so if you carry on, yeah?
Yes?
Are we going to spread out a little bit so we're a slightly wider target, or are we going to stay in our little V?
Yeah, where's the...
How close to the barn are we now?
You are probably a couple of minutes out, actually.
Okay, so I'm at the front. And then you lot will be...
How do we want to line ourselves up?
Yeah, Elora will move out towards the Cuin's left.
Sort of 10 foot away?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You want somebody who's handy with a weapon close by to protect you if needs be, don't you?
Yeah, I'll move out with the Lord.
Well, I'm not totally
No, but
indicated.
Esther or Ogvar? Who do we best over?
Possibly Esther. Esther, will you come on this side with me?
Oh, yes, of course, dearie, of course.
Thank you, I could
And
do
then
with an
we'll go-
extra sword.
And then we want you to try and flank with your bow if we can, can't we? So if I go there, and you go there,
Right, well,
so we sort of spread ourselves onto an open front,
okay, well,
with you leading slightly.
yeah.
So we're all about 10 foot away from each other?
Yeah.
Ish. Yeah.
Ish.
Okay, so you kind of spread yourself out, you've set up that. Okay. So,
You're right. We should really talk it through. It's quicker to do it that way.
Yes, well, I'm going to go another 15 forward. So,
right, look, okay. You're not there at the moment.
yeah.
We're still walking forward.
You're still walking, you're in free action, you don't need to
Okay.
move 15 foot forward. Okay?
Okay, I'm going to...
So can we see anything more as we've got closer?
Yes, as you got closer, you can see kind of more of the dilapidated state of this barn. You can see that there's kind of like what you could imagine on the side would have been like a door, which has kind of fallen off the hinges, leaving this kind of like black hole almost into the back of this barn. It has got the open side, you can all see that now. But it just looks in a generally kind of bad state, and everyone can make me another roll, another spot check.
Really?
Third time's the charm.
15.
24.
17.
That's a 17 all in from
Oh,
Elora.
we all did. That's better from everybody.
So yeah, you can all now see that there is indeed something moving around inside this this barn area. Anyone? Was it you who got the 24? Yeah.
Yes.
So Ogvar, you can actually see that looking closer, you can kind of make out what looks like carcasses of animals around this kind of area. You're starting to notice that as you're stepping forward, there's like maybe a couple of shards of bone underfoot. By this barn, you can maybe see like a large skull which has been stripped clean of all the flesh. None of them look humanoid from what you can see. They look more kind of animal, but you can see like a various, quite a large amount of bones kind of littering this area.
Okay. But, it might be worth noticing there's quite a lot of animal debris around the place.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, God, there is quite a bit, isn't there?
Yeah, someone looks to have been hungry.
Yeah.
And obviously not very good at tidying around. So,
Not very choosy either. It looks like it's picked everything completely clean.
Well,
yes.
if there's something in the barn, do you really want to go in the darkened area, or do you want to just call it and get it out in the open and done with it? If you can see it, you've got a better chance of.
It's easier to surround it if we get it outside
Yeah,
as well, isn't it?
I reckon.
I have an idea.
Oh.
So Ogvar will draw a signal arrow from his quiver
Okay.
and fire it into the barn.
Oh, you're firing it into the barn. Okay.
Yep. Can I hit a barn door?
It's not a shovel.
Will that set it on fire?
No, it's just a noisy arrow.
Oh, it's a noisy arrow. It's not
Yeah.
a lighty uppy
Okay,
like
so you release this arrow, and you hear this this screeching whistle as it flies into the back of the barn. The next thing you hear after this kind of dull thud of impact, as this arrow's obviously hit something, is a bellowing roar.
Yeah, there's definitely something in there.
As
You've woken something up.
He's awake.
charging out of the barn
Oh God.
comes an 8-foot high bipedal creature with thick, rubbery-looking, mottled green hide and this scraggly, greenish-black, lanky hair coming off its head. Its arms, its kind of like knuckles, are dragging on the ground at this point behind it, and it's got its maw open, kind of dripping and just bellowing as it comes out of the barn. Everyone roll me initiative.
Yeah.
Where's that troll mini from?
You'd
Please be kind.
know. You'd know. Is that a troll?
No.
I don't know. It was a debate whether to paint it blue or green, and I went the wrong way, didn't I?
No, that's fine.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's an 8 all in from Elora. Woo! God.
Oh, I only added one. 16 for me.
11.
What's my initiative only 2?
Mine's only 2, mate.
Mine's only one.
Oh, that's right then. Okay, that'll
Mine's
be
4.
21.
Woof.
Okay, what did you have, sorry? Elora?
Oh.
Sorry, can we just go around again, because I've got a
Right, roll to 4 plus 4 initiative. That's 8.
8 for Elora,
Mine was 11.
11,
16 all in for me.
16 for Cadeaux,
21 for Ogvar.
21 for...
What a waste.
What a waste!
I mean, that could be a shot.
And do you want to roll for Murdoch, Rowan,
Yep.
and Pickle's obviously not on combat.
Okay. Rowan will be. What is Rowan's initiative? Is it the same as mine? Where do I find Rowan's initiative?
It's on his sheet.
I take it the bird.
Oh!
I take it the bird's not done good.
I don't
The
know.
bird's doing quite well.
What the hell did I roll?
Me
14.
bird.
Oh, no,
We're
10.
not people again.
That's a 12 for Rowan.
12 for Rowan.
Sorry, bit of a delay there.
20 for Murdoch.
20 for Murdoch. What is your dexterity, Elora?
It's alright, I can hear loads of scratching going on.
Yeah, I
Must
know.
be
What's
you.
your dexterity, Elora?
My dex is 4. Plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay. Yep. Okay. So then it is. Boom. That's nice.
That's wonderfully colour coordinated. What are the chances?
Oh, lovely.
Okay, so as this creature, this what you can assume is a troll, comes bowling out of this building, Ogvar, it's your turn.
He doesn't look too happy. Just try and do something here. So I'm just going to let another arrow straight off.
Come on, Ogvar.
Okay.
Nice and true with that
Roll to
one.
hit.
Okay.
I'm
How
guessing
close
that's
is
the
he?
troll.
Oh, it's looking like him.
You're probably just about where you are now, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 40,
Okay, I can't do point blank
55 foot.
shot. Okay.
Oh, guys, that's really big. I've never seen one of those before.
I will just take a single shot.
Yep.
It's an ugly bugger, isn't it?
Yeah.
That will be a 26.
26.
26.
A 26
Please let it hit.
hits.
Hey!
Okay, so roll your damage.
Okay. And that will be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Okay.
Oh. Nice shot, Ogvar. Well done.
Okay. Anything else?
What does the troll look like? Does it look almost dead yet?
You wish.
You're
No.
talking probably about 40, 50.
Your arrow flies true, striking the troll in its kind of torso area, and you see the arrow kind of impact and sink in, but then almost kind of like ping out and fall onto the floor. And although there's no kind of visible cut or bruise, this creature just roars at you again.
Okay.
Okay. So next up we have Murdoch. Is Murdoch doing anything?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So Cadeaux.
Right, let's fire a crossbow bolt into it as a starter for 10.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh, bugger. 10 all in.
Yeah. Okay. No, a 10 isn't going to hit. Sorry.
Didn't think it would somehow.
Okay. So you release this bolt, and it just kind of flies wide and buries itself into kind of like the central post of this open-fronted barn building.
Well, at least you didn't miss the barn.
Okay, next up we have Esther. Esther is going to... Esther has a bow, hasn't she? She does.
Did I?
Yes, she got
it restrung.
restrung.
She did get it restrung, yes.
Right, I need to remember to write that down because I haven't got that down. Okay, so Esther is going to attempt to hit with a bow. So 19, and 19 will hit from Esther. How much damage does the bow do?
1d8, isn't it?
1d8.
Longbow, yeah.
Yep, standard bow, 1d8. Okay.
I remembered a thing.
Okay. So Esther, she does 7 points of damage. Okay, so Esther, from where she is, notches an arrow, fires off, and again the same thing. It hits, but it almost kind of sinks into the flesh and then pops back out and falls onto the floor, leaving no kind of visible mark.
I don't like the sound of that.
No.
Okay. Next up we have Cuin.
Why aren't these arrows sinking in, guys?
Yeah, no, well, I'll try mine. Right, so I've got crossbow bolt, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be walking with that rather than me.
Yep.
What's it? So I'm going to fire the old light crossbow.
Okay, roll to hit.
$22.
Yeah, that one hits. Okay, so roll me damage.
1d8. That's... Yep. 3 points.
3 points of damage. Okay. So next up, are you doing anything else?
No, I
No,
can't.
not moving.
No.
Oh, I forgot my +1 to hit on that one.
Oh,
It still wouldn't have hit, but I must have been able to add it on.
Okay, so next up we have Rowan. Is Rowan doing anything?
Oh. Rowan, is he doing anything? No, he can't at the moment.
Oh, no, okay.
No.
So, yep. Next up, Elora.
Elora is going to, she's going to get Rowan out from where he is in the side pocket of the pouch that she had made for him. She's going to cast, she's going to get him to carry a spell for her.
Okay.
She's going to, I don't know whether you would say imbue him or
Yeah, okay.
enable him with shocking grasp.
Okay, so you're going to use him as a medium.
Yes. Do I have to roll for that?
Uh,
Because I would normally roll to hit. wouldn't I?
no, so what you do is if you imbue him with the spell, what you then have to do is you have to send him out to do the attack, to do the touch attack.
Right.
And then when he does the touch attack, that's when you roll, because you'd roll with him to hit rather than you.
Okay. Cool. Well. Right. Yes. That's all I can do. I can't do anything else.
You can move, you can tell Rowan what to do, because otherwise he's not going to take any action
No.
on his
No.
next
Okay.
turn.
Right. Rowan. I'm giving you this spell, and on your next turn, I want you to go round behind. Go behind the creature. I want you to touch him and fly off. I just want you to go and touch him. Yeah, do something exciting. You'll enjoy that. And if you're a good boy, I might actually buy you a mead. Yeah.
He starts fluttering, very excited.
You understand? You got it? Okay? Okay, good boy.
There we go. Okay, and next up is the troll. The troll. Still roaring, kind of slathering at the mouth. It moves towards you. Going 30 feet.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Oh. Oh, it's got long legs.
Its kind of knuckles dragging behind it, its feet almost shaking the earth with the impact. And it just kind of stops where it is, and it's moved as far as it can come towards you, and it's just kind of shoulders rolling forwards. It's kind of growling. Oh, it's quite good, isn't it?
That was a good noise.
That's what I sound like in the morning.
Is it? No comment.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, so at the top of the round we have Ogvar.
Okay. Ogvar is going to move around.
Yep.
It's, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to there.
Okay, so you're kind of coming around to almost like a flanking position.
Almost flat, yeah, to the side of the troll.
Yeah. Okay.
Give him some options. Yeah, I'm within 30 feet, so I can use point blank shot.
Okay.
So that will give me. We'll do some maths here. So that. Okay, yeah, I will let 2 arrows off towards him.
Okay,
please.
roll to hit.
That'd be a 20. What's that for a second?
25.
25
Yep.
on the
hits.
first one,
That one hits. Yep.
and then 14 plus 8.
22.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 arrows, and then roll
Okay.
damage.
Yep.
Okay, first one is 3, and the second one is 5.
Okay, awesome. So you fire off these 2 arrows, and they kind of impact on its upper shoulder area. And again, you see this kind of effect where they hit, and that you can definitely see them hit. They sink in, and then they almost kind of ping out and fall to the ground. And you can make me a knowledge nature roll.
Okay. Check.
In fact, do you have a knowledge Kessig?
I have hinterlands.
Hinterlands, yeah. Which one's higher out of your nature and hinterlands?
Nature.
Okay, use nature then.
That would be 15.
Yeah, okay. So, kind of with your knowledge of kind of the nature and the creatures, and also your kind of combined knowledge of the history of Kessig and these kind of stories you were told growing up about trolls, and villages disappearing overnight and just poof, gone. You vaguely recollect that trolls are known to have very tough hide, almost rubbery skin. It's really difficult to make any kind of impact
Okay.
on a troll. Okay.
Okay. So I'll shout. These arrows don't seem to be doing much. The skin's too thick. We need something different.
Esther, need that sword of yours.
I'm not sure it'll do much good, but I'll give it a go. Okay, anything else you're doing?
No, I've moved and I've shot, so that'll
Okay,
be.
Murdoch do anything?
No, just going to sit on top of the barn.
Okay.
Survey.
He's just kind of taking up residence on top of the barn. Ah! Joe!
Does that give us flanking?
I can see that.
What was that?
Does that give us flanking? So he's on top of the barn?
No, because he doesn't have an attack, I don't think. Does he have one?
He can attack, but not very well.
He wouldn't be an initiative if he didn't have the option of attacking.
No,
Samantha.
yeah, no. He won't give you flanking because his
It's
he
only
hasn't got ranged.
And he wouldn't distract the troll, I suppose.
He could,
Such.
but the thing is, he hasn't got a range because he's only a small creature.
Okay.
He'd have to actually be sat on the troll to kind of give you flanking. Okay, so next up is Cadeaux.
Right, so I'm going to carry on with this slowly forming a circle around it concept, I think. So I'm going to move into the gap.
Yep, so you move about 10 foot, 15 foot across. Yeah.
There, so we go around a circle. He'll always follow me, as always. I'm going to cast Light of Mercuria as one of my level 2 spells, which means that next turn I get my 2 light bolts.
Yep.
It also means that I'm now radiating a golden light. And I'm going to shout across, Elora, I reckon we need to light this thing up somehow.
Okay, I hear you.
Okay, so you're now glowing like a glow stick. Okay, so next up is Esther. Esther will, kind of following the concept of what you're doing, she'll move 15 foot round to the other side. Or she'll move 30 foot round the other side.
Okay. I can't.
So she's now moved herself into a flanking position with Ogvar. She will take a shot at the troll.
Spring again.
And as she pulls her bow back to take a shot, everyone in the area can hear an audible crack.
Oh god, she's broken her bow.
Oh, bother it all!
Esther, what's wrong?
Well, I appear to have a rather large crack in my bow. Okay, and next up is Cuin.
After a remarkably restful night, it was an early start for everyone. Elora discovered the delicious delights of Ironbake's bakery before heading out with her companions to try and track down the troll. A ramble towards the river and a little reconnaissance saw the quintet find their quarry. The team are now in the midst of a torrid tete-a-tete. How will this one end, you wonder? Find out next week.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. Having you as a listener means everything to us. So, whichever streaming service you choose to listen to us with, please give us a like, subscribe and follow. We would love for you to join us on our Facebook or Twitter page, where you can catch up with all of our latest news. While you're waiting for the next episode of Secrets of the Silver City, why not pop over to our website, where you can read all of the information about this campaign, from backstories to setting. All of the links are in the bio of this episode. Join us again next week for the next instalment. Thank you for listening.